So this is the Steam Deck KILLSWITCH V1, the first iteration, the one that came out months ago, and I did a full breakdown video and all that on it. Yeah, the infamous magnetic kickstand that was messing up a lot of people who had the Delta fan. But if you had the Wing fan, it was better, but they still don't recommend using it even with that one. So my wife's Steam Deck, this one has the Wing fan. Overall, KILLSWITCH as a case, minus the kickstand, is great. But that's old news. So we're going to be talking about the new one, which is the V2, which is now utilizing the turn lock system, which is what it should have had the whole time. I understand the idea of using a kickstand magnetically, but in actual practical usage, it didn't work whatsoever. Basically, the V2 is the exact same thing, except you're getting the turn lock. Like, they don't give you anything else additional except the new case and the turn lock. So if you wanted additional stickers and all that, hey, you still gotta go out and buy it. But we're gonna talk about all that more in this video about the KILLSWITCH V2. And if you haven't already, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like the video, sub to the channel if you haven't already, need a notification bell, all that stuff you know the YouTube wants you to do. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing process of the KILLSWITCH V2. Okay, so when you first open the package, there's really not a whole lot. I mean, it's a much smaller package in comparison to the original KILLSWITCH, so yeah, it takes up less space. But when you open it up and you go ahead and you get inside of it, the first thing you're going to see is the case. And then if you look at the top, you're going to be like, what are those additional pieces? Because you get this interesting little doohickey here that you're wondering, what do you do with this? Like, I know when I initially looked at it, I'm like, I don't understand what this is. But then after a couple of seconds, it clicked. So basically, this is because with the Steam Deck dock from Valve, this one right here doesn't allow you to utilize any type of cases or anything on your Steam Deck. Thus, while this is my favorite dock because it's the official product, that right there and having to take off my cases really made me stop using this. So what I use right now is I use the JSOX, the dock that has the SSD in it. Yeah, I know I made a video complaining about it, but when you're using cases, it kind of nullifies the heat a bit. So this is a dock I wanted to use. This right here allows you to utilize the dock itself by placing it in there, and it snaps in place and sits. JSOX also sells something like this, but I haven't gotten it, so I'm not sweating it. This is something that allows you to utilize your KILLSWITCH in the dock, and it also doesn't like block the vents. So when it's in, as you can see right here, and overall it works. I like it for what it is. It's very sturdy, and Steam Deck's not going to be like getting away from you or like coming out. But then here's the second problem with using any type of case with the official dock, and that is the fact that you need to have an adapter to be able to use the connector, because the connector is in such a way that when you try to connect it by itself, it's not going to work, because this is contoured specifically for the Steam Deck. So you're going to have to use the included USB Type-C extender that comes with it. And once you connect that, then the next thing you can do is just go ahead and simply just connect it to your Steam Deck. Now, it's going to sit a little bit like this, and in my opinion, I would have rather had like, I don't know, like another right angle adapter as opposed to this, because my concern with this is and I know this is a really rare case scenario, like I highly doubt that this is going to happen to anybody, but if someone were to hit this, or something were to hit this with enough force, it would break off in the Steam Deck and break off here, and I do have concerns about that. Now, I've got pets, and I've also got a toddler, so that right there, I try to keep them as best as I can away from my electronics, but that is something that legitimately I do have concerns of that happening. So I think for me personally, while I do appreciate having that additional kickstand functionality be added to the KILLSWITCH and having the right angled adapter, I think I'm still going to just stick to using my third-party docks, because for all intents and purposes, I don't need to use any type of adapter. I can just dock it, just, lift the kickstand and put it in. Now, let's talk about the kickstand. So on the original kill switch, the kickstand was magnetic. And because it was magnetic, it was very flimsy, and any type of force applied to it would make it just fall off. And it was incredibly annoying. I absolutely hated having to deal with that because I never just felt comfortable plopping it down, because I was like, oh, it's just going to fall off anyway. So it became more of an annoyance, which is why when I got the opportunity to use something like the Deckmate, that became my go-to. Now, of course, with this case, and almost every case with the Deckmate at this point, that makes this kind of a moot point, right? I mean, I could use the Deckmate on my wife's kill switch, but I mean, I don't need to because she pretty much keeps it docked 24/7. So there's no need for her to use that kickstand functionality that comes with the Deckmate. But, the option's there. But with this being a locking mechanism, because of how secured in this is, I don't ever really have to worry about there being any issues. Like, this is solid. I plop it down, it's not going anywhere. It's just very sturdy. Like, I can yank and this is not going to come off. And then it's almost like they made the kickstand portion itself stronger. Now, something else about this that you probably should know, and this is something that I feel they took a bit of inspiration from the Deckmate. And that is, if you have additional micro SD cards, you have 4 additional slots here that you can place them in. And that right there, to me, man, that makes this an amazing solution. So I utilize a 1 terabyte micro SD card, but I've been considering picking up a couple 512 gig micro SD cards, for additional games. So like if I do, and I don't really travel a lot, which, I mean, I've got so many cases for traveling, but in the event of traveling or me wanting to just play another AAA game that I have that I don't have on my main micro SD card or internally install, the fact that I can just pull it out of the kickstand, plop it in there and go, that's very appealing to me. Maybe not for you. For me, that's incredibly appealing. And that's something that I'm definitely looking forward to utilizing. And that's something that I don't know if anyone else has covered that, but yeah, that's cool that that's been included. So, as it is, you're probably wondering, is the the kill switch as it is now with all the updates, added? Well, really the update is the improved kickstand. Is this worth having over something like the JSOX kickstand case that they have, either the original or the updated one, or their mod case, or even like was it Fuel, or I think Fuel, many of these other third-party companies on Amazon have cases. I still say that the kill switch is the best case for the Steam Deck, bar none. It is the most premium feeling, it is the most durable, and especially if you have kids, pets, then the ability to just take the cover and just, I had it upside down, make fun, and just like plop it on like this, nothing is destroying this. This thing is protected through and through. And for your investment, I know a lot of people are like, oh, it's so expensive. You invested over $300 in getting one of these Steam Decks. Invest in protecting it. Strap it up. You know what I mean? Like, invest in something that's going to protect your investment in gaming. And so, yes, I say this is the best case for the Steam Deck, bar none. But if you want the mod case, that's got some nice little features too. But nonetheless, this is my go-to case. I really do wish they included like a dust cover to be able to plug here, but they didn't. So, not a major, but it's something I'm kind of like, damn, they could have done that, but they didn't. But anyways, all in all, great purchase. If you're gonna pick it up, definitely do so. I'll leave links in the description. I have no affiliation with dbrand, so I'm not paid by them. They're not giving me anything. So yeah, you know, I'm just, as someone, I purchased the kill switch, the V1, with my own money, and you know, this is the replacement that came months later. But I have to give it up to dbrand. They make quality products. Controversial marketing, confusing marketing, kind of like the switch deck. A lot of people in my comment section didn't understand what that was, and other people's comment section, they're like, what is it? But anyways, nonetheless, great product. Why don't you guys let me know what you think in the comment section below. Are you going to be getting the kill switch? Whichever, you know, are you going to get just a case itself, the full kit? Why don't you let me know in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, sub to the channel if you haven't already, ding the notification bell. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest Steam Deck and gaming and tech coverage that I put on this channel. That's a whole mouthful. So, all that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Stay safe, be blessed, have aloha, and I'll see you around. Peace. Oh, shaka, then peace. I don't know when my pinky's out. Matt, how are you, V1? I don't know. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.